Example number 2 for the Brayton cycle. The gas turbine power plant using on an ideal Brayton cycle has a pressure ratio of 8. The gas temperature is 300 Kelvin at the compressor inlet and 1300 at the turbine inlet. Utilizing air standard assumptions, determine the gas temperature at the existing compressor and the turbine. Backwork ratio, thermal efficiency. Siguro idagdag na rin natin dito yung we now include the mean effective pressure. Okay. Then as well as how about furthermore P1 P1. Okay, so there the difference between the example number 1 and example number 2 is that this problem utilizes air standard assumptions, meaning we will be using the property table to solve the problem. Okay, so let's start with the TS diagram. So we will also use the TS diagram. Okay. Okay. So this process, this is the constant pressure heat addition process, and 421 is the constant pressure heat rejection process. Okay. This is constant entropy expansion, or that is the work turbine, and this is the constant entropy work compression. Okay. Yeah. So T1 is equal to 300 Kelvin. P1 is equal to 100 Kelvin. Okay, kilopascal, I mean. Then we have the RP, or that's the pressure ratio between P2 and P1, and also equal to P3 over P4, which is equal to 8. Okay. So letter A, we will determine T2, that is the exit temperature of the compressor, and T4, that is the exit temperature of the turbine. Okay. So now, utilizing air standard assumption, that means we will be using the property diagram. Okay. So at T1 equals 300 Kelvin, so we shall get a PR1 as well as enthalpy 1 using the property diagram. So PR1 is 300. Okay. So ang PR1 natin dito is asan na yung 300 dito? Eto. So 1.386 yung ating PR1. 1.386. Bakit PR1 yung gagamitin, sir? Kasi nga RP yung given, pressure ratio. So kung auto cycle sana to or diesel cycle, RK yung gagamitin, so BR yung BR yon kapag sa auto at saka sa diesel, no? Then enthalpy, okay, na-explain ko naman na doon sa problem number 1 kung bakit enthalpy ang gagamitin natin. So this is 300.19. Okay. Then next for state 2, T2, for state 2, we have PR2 over PR1, which is also equal to RP. Then pares din yan kay PR4, PR3 over PR4. Okay? So ganyan naman talaga yan, which is equal to 8. So ang PR2 natin is equal to 8 times 1.386, which is equal to 11.09. And then punta tayo kay property table, 11.09. Nasa ba yung 11.09 dito na PR? Ito, nasa pagitan yan ng ito 10.37 tsaka 11.13. So mag-interpolate tayo dyan. Makukuha natin yung temperature ito, 534, 10.37 and 540.1110, as well as the enthalpy. Ito tsaka 544.35. Okay, so makukuha natin dyan yung enthalpy tsaka yung T2. So yung T2 dyan, mag-interpolate tayo doon. Approximately 540 Kelvin yung ating T2. Then yung H2 natin, magagamit natin ito mamaya. H2 is 544.35 kilojoules per kilogram. Okay? So ayan, nakuha na natin yung T2. Yung T4 naman, ito ay exit ng turbine. So given naman yung temperature ng nakalimutan natin in-include dito ng T3 natin is 1,300 Kelvin. So at 1,300 Kelvin, okay, makukuha natin din yung ating PR3 as well as yung ating H3. Okay? Ulitin ko lang na enthalpy yung gagamitin natin kasi nga yung sa may process or sa may compressor natin tsaka dun sa may turbine, steady flow yung natin doon, steady flow yung fluid natin doon, so we will be using enthalpy, no? Kapag non-flow, internal energy, no? U. Okay, so yan ay 1395.97 tsaka 330.9. So, balik tayo dito. So 330.9 and then 1395.97. Okay? So yan na yung ating PR3 tsaka H3. Then punta tayo kay 4. Sinabi natin kanina na ang PR4, ito, saan na yun? Ito. PR4 is equal to PR3 over RP. So 330.9 divided by 8. So this is 41.36. Now punta tayo doon kay 41.36 na PR. Asan ba yung 41.36 na PR? Okay, andito banda sa pagitan ng 39.27 tsaka 43.35, and then yung temperature natin nasa pagitan ng 760 tsaka 780, as well as yung enthalpy natin sa pagitan ng 778 tsaka 800.03. So kapag mag-interpolate tayo dyan, ang makukuha nating T4 dyan is equal to approximately 770 Kelvin. Okay, then kunin na rin natin yung enthalpy. That is equal to 789.37 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, so we're done with letter A. So letter B, ang tinatanong ng letter B ay, ano na ulit yung letter B? Back work ratio. Okay, so back work ratio, that is equal to work ng compressor over the work ng turbine. Ang work ng compressor natin, so wala namang mass, so per unit mass tayo. That is equal to H2 less H1. So na-compute na naman, nakakuha naman na natin kanina yung H2, no? Ang H2 natin kanina ay 544.35, then 300.19 yung ating H1. So yung work na compressor natin ay 244.16. Then yung work ng turbine naman per unit mass, that is equal to H3 less H4. Okay, so 1395.97. Then yung H4 natin is 789.37. Okay, so this is 606.60. Okay, so back work ratio, substitute lang natin nakuha natin, that is 244.16 divided by 606.60. Then multiply lang natin yan ng 100%. So that is equal to 40.3%. Ibig sabihin, no, 40% ng work ng turbine ay napupunta kay compressor. Okay? Next, Thermal efficiency, letter C. Hindi na natin pwedeng magamit yung 1 less ano dito, RP, 1 less 1 over RP to the K less 1. Kasi ano na to, gumagamit na tayo ng property table. So that is 1 less QR over QA tayo. So wala namang mass. So ang QR natin per unit mass is equal to, saan bang process yung heat rejection natin? 4 to 1, di ba? Okay. So yung 4 natin is, ano na yung 4 natin kanina? Or para maiba naman, siguro we will use yung work net over QA para maiba. Okay, so para maiba naman, this is work net over QA. So work net over QA. Okay, wherein ang work net natin, walang mass. So per unit mass tayo, walang given kasi na mass, no? This is, ano to? Work ng turbine per unit mass less work ng compressor per unit mass. Okay? So work net is, pwede rin namang QA less QR yan, no? So this is, ano na tong kanina yung turbine natin, 606.60 less 244.16. So this is equal to is equal to 362.4 kilojoule per kilogram. Then next, ang QA per unit mass natin, that is equal to H3 plus H2 kasi dun banda yung heat addition. Ang H3 natin 1395, 95.97. Ang H2 natin is 544.35. Okay? So this is QA 851.62. So the thermal efficiency is 362.4 over 851.62. This is equal to 42.6% yung ating thermal efficiency. Now, kung i-compare natin sa example number 1 kanina, mas mataas yun. Okay, kasi na-assume natin doon na constant yung specific heat. Next, letter D is the mean effective pressure, that is work net over B max less B minimum, or this is equal to work net over B4, ito yung B max natin. In-explain na natin kanina doon sa ating example number 1. So V1 base doon sa natin, that is equal to R T1 over P1. So specific volume kasi walang given na mass. So this is na itong na-compute natin kanina. So 0.28708 and then 300 divided by 100, no? Okay, so yung na-compute natin kanina para dito sa specific volume sa may state 1 ay saan na yon? Nawawala. P1. Ayun. This is 0.86124 cubic meter per kilogram. And then yung B4 natin, so given naman na yung natin, no? Sa stage 4 natin, specific volume 4 is equal to R T4 over P4. So take note na ang P4 natin is equal to P1. Okay, so ratio in proportion na lang pala natin, no? T4 lang naman pala yung problema doon kasi nga P4 B4 over T4 is equal to P1 B1 over T1. Okay? So parehas sila ng pressure. Ayan. So B4 natin is nakaano na lang sa temperature na lang, no? B1 0.86124 and then temperature. Ano yung temperature ng 4 natin? Balikan natin yung T4. That is equal to 770. Okay? 770 over T1, 300. So, the specific volume 4 is equal to, so kailangan natin siyang i-compute, no? This is equal to 2.2105. Okay? Bakit B1 to? Mali, B2, no? B2 to. B2. This should be V2 kasi ito yung pinakamalapit. Ito yung may pinakamalapit doon sa... Titingnan natin yung ating balikan natin yung ating PV diagram ito. Yung pinakamalapit dito sa may ito, yung line na yan ay 2. Yung pinakamalayo ay si 4. So, ito yung Bmax, ito yung ating B minimum. So B2. So kailangan pa natin kunin yung B2, no? Ayan. Ano ba kukunin yung B4, V2. So ang V2 natin manggagaling kay kay 1, di ba? Process 1 to 2. So we have P1 B1 over T1 is equal to P2 B2 over T2. Okay? So given naman na to, given naman na yung B1 nakuha na natin, yan meron na rin. Ito meron na. Ayun, makukuha natin si B2. Yung P2 natin makukuha pala yan gamit ang RP, no? Times P1. Okay, so magiging 800 yon. 8 times 100 is equal to 800. Okay? And then V2 is equal to V1. Ano na yung V1 kanina? 0.86124. Tapos derive natin dito V1 and then P1 over P2 tapos T2 over T1. Yan. Okay, so P1 over P2 is 1 over 8 yan, no? And then ang T2 natin, ano bang nakuha dun sa T2 kanina? 540 tapos 300. Okay? So ayan. Compute lang natin. This is 0.1938 cubic meter per kilogram. So the mean effective pressure, ang work net, nakuha na natin kanina yung work net, no? Asa na yung work net natin? Work net 362.4. 362.4 divided by Bmax natin, B4, ayun, 2.2105 plus 0.1938. So the mean effective pressure is equal to 179.70 kilopascal. Okay? So kung i-compare natin doon sa example number 1 kanina, ang nasolve natin doon na mean effective pressure ay 182, no? So merong konting diferensya. Okay? So yun yung pagkakaiba ng Brayton cycle na ginagamitan ng property table doon sa constant specific heats. Okay? So thank you for listening and watching.